Hello everybody, it is Zoe and welcome back to a new video on my channel. Today's Vlogmas video is going to be a little bit different in that it's going to be more of a sit down, chatty type video. I don't know about you all, but for me, when I'm in the middle of the school year, super busy, super overwhelmed, I always have these thoughts of things that I want to do whenever the break finally comes. I'm like, oh yes, if only I had time to do that thing. But then the break comes, I do nothing at all. This break, I'm hoping, will not be like that. I completely intend on doing all of these things that I'm about to talk about, and you are going to help to hold me accountable, and then I'm going to help to hold you accountable, because you're going to write down whatever it is that you want to do in the comments below, and then we're all going to have this nice little community to hold us all accountable. Doing these things for me on my school break is what makes me happy and puts me in the best mood. If you want to do absolutely nothing during your break, of course, that is completely fine. Like, please do if that's what is right for you. But for me, if I do that the whole break, I'm going to feel very not myself. Let's hop into the list. First of all, I obviously want to keep doing Vlogmas. I have been really enjoying doing this, and I have a lot more plans for the rest of the month and into January. I'm so excited. I love having time to edit and do this, and I want to make sure I'm putting a good emphasis on that, because I feel like my videos so far have been the way I like them, but I also think that they could be improved, so hopefully I'm getting lots of practice with editing and doing fun things like that. Next, I'm going to quickly just talk about some of the books that I want to read over this break. I really have a lot of series that I used to love that I read the first few books for, but then the last one came out after I started college and I just haven't gotten around to reading them, but I don't really remember what happened in the original books. So now that I have a whole bunch of free time, I'm going to be rereading a lot of books. I already did this with a couple of series. I read A Course of Thorns and Roses, and I'm currently rereading Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I love this book. I love this series. It's so good. I intend on finishing that so that I can finish War Storm, because I read King's Cage and Glass Sword, but I never got around to War Storm. And then also want to read these books, these thick books. I've read Lady Midnight and I've read Lord of Shadows. I think I read Lord of Shadows. I honestly have no recollection of that book at all, but I never read Queen of Air and Darkness, so I want to reread these, and then I'm hoping I can get some more of these books maybe for Christmas, and keep reading all of her books because I love Cassandra Clare's writing so much. Finally, I want to finish reading Magic Journey by Kevin P. Rafferty, because I started reading this over the summer and it's really, really good. It's just, it takes me a little bit longer to read because it's nonfiction, but as many of you guys know, if you've probably seen my videos, I would love to be an Imagineer one day, so I love reading about what it's like to be an Imagineer. So yeah, gonna hopefully finish that one too. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be talking about is things I want to learn. So first of all, I want to work on my Spanish. I took Spanish basically my whole life, like in some capacity, obviously a lot more in high school, but I don't want to lose any of those skills particularly, and I'd like to improve them. So I'm going to be using apps like Duolingo. I like to listen to the Duolingo podcast as well. I feel like that's really helpful, and other podcasts that are in Spanish. There's like a coffee shop Spanish podcast I've listened to a lot, and those are just really helpful to hear different accents in like a context. Next, I like to work on my coding skills. In the future, in whatever job I wind up getting, I feel like it'll be really useful to have some kind of coding skills. I am taking a coding class next semester though. I think I'm doing C++ in that class. I think I'm going to try to do some Java, and for that I tend to use Code Academy, which is a free website. Next, I want to work on piano. I have also been playing piano for a really long time, since I was in like second grade, but during high school and like after that, like I have been doing it a lot less, but I just want to work on that and play some songs. I want to finish learning how to play Stars from Les Miserables, and I also want to learn some Taylor Swift songs because I have like a sheet music book for that. So I think I want to try to play Never Grow Up. So those are my two goals for piano. Then finally, my last little category that I'm going to be talking about is for like professional stuff. So I want to try to apply for a bunch of internships, as many as I can over this break, because I just don't want it to be hanging over my head once I go back to school. I also want to apply for some scholarships, because you never stop applying for scholarships even once you're in college, because you never know where they might come from. And finally, I want to try and do some shadow days potentially with some engineering firms around where I live. I just want to try to reach out to some people, grow my network, and see what people's work life is like. Finally, I just have a bunch of movies and TV shows that I want to watch over the break. It's fun to like see what you've done, and if that means just like watching a bunch of movies, then I'm gonna feel more productive if I've seen a list of movies that I've checked off. Personally, that's just me. Obviously, there's a bunch of Christmas movies that I want to watch. I want to watch Godmothered. I want to watch the new Mulan movie. Oh, I want to watch the Narnia movies, but only the first two, like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Prince Caspian. The third one I never really liked that much, but I love those two. Those are some great movies. I want to have a Harry Potter movie marathon all day, just doing that. Honestly sounds amazing to me. Then for TV shows, I want to catch up on The Mandalorian and keep watching that because it is so good. I love Star Wars. I also want to finish watching Gossip Girl because I heard that they were taking that off Netflix next year, which is not good because I've been trying to finish this show for years and I still have not finished this show, and I'm going to do that over this break. The last show I want to watch is Once Upon a Time, but there's less of a time crunch on that one because it is not going anywhere. It is on Disney+. So these are all of the things that I'm hoping to do over this break. I'm hoping to use the app Notion to help me to stay organized and do this, and I also want to try to get into my bullet journal a bit more again now that I have some time, and see how I can work that out because I like a mix of digital and paper planning. I think I go back and forth on that kind of thing, but I am going to do a video very soon talking all about my planning and about Notion in particular. So if you guys want to see that, then make sure to give this video a like and subscribe down below so you don't miss that. With that, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it gave you some inspiration of maybe some things that you want to do over your break as well. And like I said, we're all going to hold each other accountable, so comment below anything you want to get done. If it's books or learning something or watching TV, any of it, put it below and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!